opening on a negative note. On a negative note, it opening on what? On a decline. Sentiment changed this morning. I can see. Yes, we can see as a result of profit taking locally here, but on the global front, as a result of what? Cautious trading ahead of major economic events this week, especially as concerned Fed meeting on Wednesday and the inflation figure, which is the consumer price index from US this Tuesday. You can see activities also in European in Eurozone. We expect that the ECB also be meeting also this same week on Thursday to take a policy decision on what? On rate. Is it all these are factors that influencing the global market as we speak? The outlook also look a bit on unstable because we notice that many investors are also sitting on the sideline as we speak now ahead of this key event. Technically, we are seeing a picture of a neutral outlook from the market. Look at what is happening right now across the globe. And also locally here this morning, we can see that the market is a bit dull at this hour. Look at our market here in Nigeria. But the good thing is that we're already entering close to the second half of the month of December, and this is the last bus stop or the last lap for the year. And that means activities towards the Santa Claus rally from the second week, starting from next week, and also end of the quarter to end of the year seasonality, also have to come to play. But the outcome of this major event, especially these two big central banks, U.S. Fed and also the ECB. These are the where people are looking at this hour to know exactly what to do as a concerned world their investment. Don't forget that last 2 weeks we saw a positive job report or labor report from or labor market report from US after there's a signal of slowdown in their own inflation there, which many of the market players there were thinking that will likely lead to what to Fed start to kind of a slowdown in their aggressiveness in terms of rate hike. But later after that inflation figure, when the labor data came, it shows that the economy is also strong because more jobs have been created within that same period. These are why many people are on a confused state now to see what finally Fed will do as a result of policy decision, whether they're going to adjust up or down or flat, or that 50 basic people are thinking, or they're still going to go all with their 75 basic point. These are what's also keeping the market in this direction. That means we expect this market to remain in this mood up and down till Thursday, where all these events are taking place. Then a right direction will be given for matured market. But I believe that at the end of the day, the monetary policy decision, from these two major big banks will also determine where the economy is going. Or don't forget that also that the central bank of the World Bank and the IMF are not sleeping. They continue to also remind these banks of their action of continuing rate hike is likely to usher the whole global economy into recession. If they yield to this, we might likely see a slowdown, but if not, that also trigger another panic. But also don't forget that as far as dollar continue to was strong in terms of value, that will also threaten other market of the other nation economy and also the market activities. But as we speak now, the US market, the three indices are in red. The NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, the S&P and the NASDAQ indicators are what are in red. Also, if you move also to the Europe market, after the Europe market has opened this morning, very, very weak, because of what I just mentioned as to speak. And that also have extended to Asia market as to speak. Euro market is also down in red. Asia market is also that direction but missed. Africa market is also missed, but I'll tell that the NGS here down in red as we speak now is in a slight red about 0.0 in the negative side. Very slight, and I would believe that as market activities continue, might like to see a rebound. But I'm not surprised because we are seeing already technically that down here we are seeing market forming a double top, and that double top also signal that profit taking might also be on that way, also correction, especially that market have rallied for almost 4 straight weeks, and also we have seen it for almost 6-7 days straight in the previous week that extended that usher in this week. For me, I believe that market will do kind of a little adjustment operation at this hour or today in this week. But I believe that from next week, a pullback in this week also be an opportunity for investors or market players to take advantage of what price to position for the dividend that were expected for corporate action that will start hitting the market from the first month of 2023, because we expected to see unaudited account in that period and unaudited from month of February and also March. These are the things that were likely to shape the market. But I believe that investors should also keep to their word, to their investment goal, and trade their strategies by knowing what to buy and what to sell at the right time. But also at the back of your mind, their stop loss should be in position, accomplishing all the decisions they are taking when it comes to what investment. Also, as we speak now, oil price tried to rebound, but still trading far below the $80. To speak now, we're seeing oil price at 76.28 no dollar per barrel at this hour. We know what is going on within that. You can see that OPEC has a shortage of about 310,000 barrel, no shortage of what of the quota. You can see all this that was also affected, but like what was happening in China, it has not really given a direction, the consumption, and these are the fear that were happening. That fear of recession is also outweighing the supply risk as we speak. I think these are what's also shaping that market. But the good thing is that if oil can remain below $80 going into the new year, that reset will already started, and that more likely see adjustment, and also the move also for the big leaders, trying to also go, way into what is happening in Russia and Ukraine as they continue in their conflict. That also might be also a plus that might see also a good year. And I believe that the market recovery we are seeing so far in 2022 to this day might likely be extended to the year 2023. Okay, we are seeing that different asset classes adjustment is being done at this season, especially as the year is going to end. We believe that this is going to shape the market again. So investors in the market should also know exactly what they are doing so that they can stay ahead of the market without being tossed up and down. I will tell you, let your goal guide you. To speak now, for me, the market is not doing badly. Our market remains strong as reviewed by all the technical indicators and also the sentiment we're seeing in the market. This tells you that the market is heading somewhere, and for that, you need to go with the market. Always be at the right side of the market by taking the right decision, using your technicals and your fundamentals to know exactly what to do and all when it comes to investment. It's very, very important. Like today, before we go into looking at looking at the life class, yes, we're expecting to see inflation figure for the month of November this week, and you know what that also means. All eyes will be on that macroeconomic data that we expected to be in this market. Either before on Friday, 15%, which is expected to be in the market. This also what will likely to shape the market again. This will trigger, as we saw last week, that we saw kind of a decline in the treasury bill rate for option for the last week. This means I believe that if that rate continue to decline, that also will make equity more attractive because we're seeing that yield also are really attractive as to speak. If there's any correction this week again, that will create more opportunity for people to enter into good stuff with high dividend yield and good prospect to post a positive number that will support a higher payout. And don't forget again that this season where there are some sectors and companies that will benefit from it, that's also likely to boost their earnings at the end of the day. Like I said also last week, the same thing. So such companies, we have seen their Q3, Q1, Q2, Q3. Then at this last quarter now, look at what is likely to go for. I said that about 70 to 80% of results released, most of them are kind of almost have a 50 to 80% of what they have done in the full year. That means we're likely to see a better full year for those ones. And why about 10 to 15 companies also have surpassed their full year? These are the places we're looking at. What to support a figure that will change what they change the price. Because I believe that corporate action, when it comes and it beats market expectation, it has a way of what having impact in price. That means you need to look at them and position ahead of what is expected market reaction. And that is why you must not look away from your chart in anything you are doing. It's very, very key because this is the time for you to prepare for what's expected to come in 2023, and you have to invest differently for your financial future. I mean differently for your financial future. Again, this is the time we want to look at now what we call internal market analysis. This internal market analysis, like internal market, you want to look at those key things that also that will drive price or support price or which one investors should look at. When we say internal market analysis. You want to look at, it affect the that affect price movement. And these things are what we call the volume, the cycle, volatility, and market sentiment. And which many of you in the class today are used to. How do you use this here? What I don't mention to make what decision? At what stage do you apply your volume? At what stage do you look at the market cycle, the volatility, and the market sentiment? Market sentiment, we always send it to you, regularly on this platform, in our platform. Those that are Investdata platform, you get it. But how do you use it? Does it inform you? Does it help you to take decision? You need to know all this. And the volatility will say this volatility is what creates return for smart investors or traders in the market, because this volatility creates way to buy low and sell high. And you know that anywhere in the world, the mantra in this market is that buy low and sell high. If there's no volatility, if stocks are not oscillating, how will you buy low? How will you sell high? Every time when you see this volatility, you need to know exactly how to use them. Once you know how to use them, you stay ahead of the market, because in each area they provide excellent insight into when the price of any asset or any stock will move. If you have an insight when it will move, using the cycle, what I tell you that time is very, very important, volume, and also using what volatility and sentiment. Once you're able to combine these four together using your chart, you will easily know exactly the right time what to lock into position, because these are information that is known to every one of us that are in the market. You look at the volume traded for the day, but how do you interpret this volume to take what to take good decision? And I believe that once you're able to achieve this, you have a lot of benefit of it than investing on what, on rumor or guessing. But if you look at this that I just mentioned now, that's why you need to always look at them, at any given time. And when it comes to finding a position, when you're using your inner market analysis, there are things that are very important that you want to also consider. I want to mention it, which I said earlier, the trend, which is the oscillation, the sentiment, and also at the cycle. But if you are using only price action, you are only looking at what are the movement which is going on. That's why I said in this class that what I use personally, my is I always say to you that I don't hide it. One, I look at the price action and structure. I look at what we call the volatility, which is what we look at momentum. Look at what timing. Market timing is very, very important. That momentum is key to me. When it's there, I'm telling you, I want to see what is the momentum behind that stock. How far will that momentum take the stock? Which level would that take the momentum take the stock to? Once able to understand the level, the momentum will put that stock, then I'm have the confidence to jump in. And also when I see a stock I've taken earlier and I see that it's not making move, I want to look at, even though it's not gaining, what is the momentum behind that stock at that stage it is. Is it the time for me to sell? Not that I want to sell today. After seeing selling, I see the market jumping up the next day. That's why these things are very fundamental and also foundation for analyzing what the market at any time. If you grab it, then it is a strength on your side to know exactly what to do, even when you are using price action only, or you want to combine price action with all I just mentioned, volume, sentiment, cycle, and what and the volatility. Is very, very good to know all this, because it will help you exactly to find direction where the market is going, and you can easily also cash in it. But once you're able to cash in it, I'm telling you, you are equally on the right side of the market, because it will help you to identify the market strength using what multiple data. When I mean multiple data or multiple time frame, because you are using all this, it also help you to as a leading indicator. That's why price action is very key, and momentum also is key, because these are the things will tell you as a leading indicator. You are using all this to forecast what is likely to happen to price direction. I tell you like that for you to get the market direction where it's going, it has about 80 to 90% influence on all that. But once you get the direction of the market, also it helps you to know your entry and your exit points as the trend is changing. That's why this momentum is key. As the trend is changing, you see momentum changing and price is changing, and you are seeing the trend. That momentum will help you to know, yes, the entry point, it provides you entry point and exit point, that you know exactly when to cash what your profit. Because I always emphasize that many people in the market don't know how to take profit, because they are just looking at price action and moving. No, price is gaining, it is gaining. You don't know what is behind that price. Is there strength, or the next day it just fall as a pack of salt? You don't know. That's why you need to have an idea of what is behind that move and know how to also to shop. Yet, like I said, your protective stop loss is key, and the price target can also be placed, to really support your position. Knowing the resistance and the support level at any given time, because in between that resistance support is what we call also the value area that also creates opportunity for you to make money. Is it breaking out the resistance level? Is it touching the support level and bouncing back? Once you know this, it will become for people to become alert. This is the point I want to watch very, very closely. And also it helps you to release first signals, for you to know exactly what to do, because you are combining it. That's why I tell you in any of the class that you don't usually just one indicator to take decision when it comes to equity investment. You use others to confirm. That's why in the last video I did, I said it. I use a price T line, I use a momentum, I use also what we call cycle indicator that catch the high and low, and that is where you want to see the high at stay and buy at the low. These are the things you want to know so that you won't be panicking out of the market when it's not necessary, because others are panicking. You start panicking. No, you need to understand this market. Once you get all these I've discussed now in place, and for you to get them in detail, I was just sharing now. We have a lot of products that were just also given at the discount now. On our site, on our group, you can also get this material to get details of all this, how to use them, apply them to your decision, and that will also make you, a kind of an independent investor with knowledge, and that is why you are in this class today. I've explained how this can work, but for details, so that you can pay more attention at your own time, because our time here is very short. You cannot get those videos and also apply them, say, on your own, and study them the more, so that even when we are asking questions, you're asking questions that will open your eyes also to jump into what into real profit, because market is knowing it and staying inside of market at the right time. Then you can also be smiling to the market at any given time. Yes, coming back to the live market now, which is also very, very important to us. Not to see what is happening in this market as we speak is very, very important, because we are here to make profit. Now, look at the market as we speak now. I said earlier that our market is marginally in red. As we speak now, market is doing 48,871. No 0.09, down by 10.84, representing about 0.04 now to speak. Then the market is down from last week, close of Friday, 48,881.93, or as week now is down marginally. And this tells you that, like I said, if you look at this chart here, I'm coming to conclude what I'm saying. Look at this chart here now. We have seen that the chart has formed this on a daily chart. You can see there's already a double top as at Friday. Put I said that when you see this double top, so it's a pointer that here the market is likely to slow down or continue the uptrend or the recovery that we are seeing so far. But coming to this point, I'll tell you there are investors or traders that are about to take profit. So the market have rallied all the way down from here, all the way down from 43, 500, 43, 43, 500, 43, 44,000. These are what have got up here to almost 48, heading toward to 49. You can see that market have broken almost 3 to 4 cyclical line of 45, 46, 47, 48, heading for 9. This also, we are not surprised that people are taking profit in the market, and which is part of the market. Once you see this formation on a daily chart, it signals something for you. But before I start down there, let me finish our market situation as the market state now. I said the market is also what we call market is on a negative breadth now. Why I said so, we're seeing that we're having about six losers and just about 4 gainers now. 6 losers and 4 gainers in the market. I see also market is slightly also in in a negative situation. We're having 6 losers, and these losers were seen Nimet Pharmaceuticals is one leading the pack of losers this morning, followed by ETI, profit taking. You can see Sterling Bank. Sterling Bank, we have not seen a real breakout of a rally, but we are seeing up and down movement. As this morning, Sterling Bank is also down. We are seeing a Codeway Business Solution is down. We are seeing FBN Holding. We have seen FBN Holding going up and down since it broke down the 11 naira price. It has been going up and down below 11 naira as we speak. These are the 5 top gainers on the loser chart. Others are there. I can say that there are 6, and now we're going with 5. If you look at the gainer chart, we're only just seeing about 4 on the gainer chart. Now we have a score of leading with 8.9, followed by GT code 51 naira 35 kobo, gaining about 1.7. You can see FCMB gaining 0.9, just around 3 naira 50 kobo, and Fidelity doing 4 naira 16 kobo, up by 0.2%. These are the 4 gainers as we speak at this hour. You can see that trend we saw globally, we also seeing it here reflecting here. This is the week that will usher in the second half. As we speak now, investors are being careful, especially after we have seen the market rally the previous month of November, as well as about to be profit taking. That also will be attraction ahead of what Santa Claus rally that will start from the second week of from the second half of the year, and that is also the end of the year with the dressing of quarter with the dressing for the month of December. But I believe these are the trend of the market now, so that you should have at the back of your mind at this hour. If you look at the in terms of volume, as the activity chart, we're seeing that ETI is leading Nigeria with about 7.6 million shares, followed by Fidelity 3.5 million shares. We're seeing also GT Code doing 3.1 million shares, and FCMB 2.8 million shares, and Access Corp doing 2.4 million shares. You can see that the volume today also is very small. Says that people are really a bit cautious. The profit takers are the bound to take profit. Why those are sitting to see if there will be correction ahead of the Santa Claus rally? People asked me already, is this the rally or Santa Claus? I say it's part of it, yes, but we expect that the rally Santa Claus should come between this week we are entering the world around 20 or 22nd or so before we now see another profit taking for the celebration. Then we'll now start seeing another year-end rally that will come immediately after Christmas. But I believe that investors should take all this we have just discussed to know where to be, so that they won't be running out of their position unnecessarily, but they should go firm to their position, that they know that everything that attracted them in that position are still intact. But if what attracted you into a position is not there, I don't hesitate. And also, it has touched your stop loss, nothing stops you for exiting and looking for a better opportunity to invest. Yes, down back toward to the chart. This is our market. Now you can see what is happening already here. You can see this after Friday when market gained 1.06. For this morning, you can see the market is flat here. Let's let me just call up our indicators. It's very, very important now to bring them up, and also we need to see the strength behind this market now. If we know what is happening, if the strength remains intact, like I said, there's nothing to panic for. Just hold your position and know that you are in a good stop, and either technically, fundamentally, you have seen why you are in that stop, so you don't need to just hold your position and play cool with the market. The next one I want to call up our we're calling the MACD. Now let's use the focus indicator because of strength. I want to know what the strength of the market is saying now. It's very, very important. Yes, these are what we're using for us not to crowd the chart. As we speak now, you can see that there's a big distance between the T line and the index action here, getting this point from here. That's why when it was far, you can see it slowed down. We're seeing that same thing here. Try to slow down here for profit taking. But if you look at the money flow index, you can see that it's flat now, pointing around the 86.84, which is good. I think it closed the week around 87 point no 87.92 as at Friday, but I can still stay flat. And the good thing is that if you look at the momentum of the market, it's still very, very strong where it is as we speak now. This tells you that the market is still very, very strong as we speak. So that as investors don't need to panic at all. The market is still very strong. The momentum we're seeing in the market is okay to guide you at this time. For me, just wait for profit takers to do their things and also take advantage of that pullback to buy. If you're in a position that you see that something is expected to push the price up, you don't need to panic out. Watch to see on that stock, is the momentum behind it, even as it's not moving up now, is it still strong for you to hold? Once you get it right, you are good to go. Already, we have seen that the market is already making a new, what we call a new up, what we call it now, bullish channels. Which last time I drew this line, which I want to still do today, so that we know where we are as the market is trying to rebound. Market is not doing badly as we speak. If you look at your chart now, you can see this bullish chart, this bullish channel, and you can see that it has touched the lower, almost touched the lower channel here. A breakout down will also confirm a continued pullback or correction, or what we call a reversal. But when it continued uptrend and break out this strong resistance level at this point here, and that will be a good news. But don't forget that this point that I've turned, this is support level that turned resistance. Slightly market able to break it down, but until confirmed total breakout, I don't say it has taken care of it. But to speak here to here is what we're watching now to see if the trend will continue up or down. But already we're seeing a slowdown this morning as a result of profit taking, and we're seeing that the market breadth is negative losers and four gainers to speak. Let's take time and look at the individual stock. But fine, if I go there, look at a 1 hour chart for the whole market. The 1 hour chart for the whole market will also give us an insight. Yes, you can see the 1 hour chart for the market. You can see market is also, as we speak now, it's like kind of above the T line, lying straight on the T line, but money flow is looking down. Why momentum is still looking up? That means there is something going in the market. You can see it's still above the T line, both on the 1 hour chart. For me, the market is still very, very strong and healthy. Yes, for most of our time, look at what is happening in ETI. So ETI as leading in volume, and also we are seeing profit taking. How far will it go with the profit taking? Let's quickly look at the chart now and see how far the stock will go on profit taking. Let's see what is doing. You can see as we speak now, in the last 2 to 3 hours, you can see the volume here, the candlestick here showing us that there's a pullback already at to straight below the T line here now on the 1 hour chart. You can see also momentum is confirming it, and we're seeing a volume here, even at pullback on the 1 hour, we're seeing a kind of a buy position again around this 1072 cents and 25 in the stock. But money flow is looking down, and also momentum is also looking down. It's there that profit taking is already there. Let's also look at a day chart for the stock. Like I said last time when we were analyzing, you can see that here was the resistance level at this point to this level. Then it tried, broke out this thing, as we speak now before coming down again. You can see that it's coming down as we speak now on the stock. That touched almost 11 something, 1120, but you can see that coming down now, almost 1180 this morning before coming to this level down. You can see money flow, but momentum is also giving us a sign. Despite I still strong here, but the sign until we see a reversal. But I believe that numbers also support to give us a full direction. And that's why you must look at when the stock is forming a double top. When there is a volume, like I explained, we look at the volume and the cycle where the market is. Then look at the market sentiment behind it, or investor sentiment to know exactly. But for ETI, I'm not surprised profit taking has hit the stock, and it also showing the chart and also other indicators that we use to track the market. It's also how to look at where the market is going. Big one, want to look at the GT code. These are also those that are on the gainer chart. So GT code gaining about 35 kobo. Look at what is happening to GT code. GT code on a day chart, you can see it's also flat here. You can see it here above the T line down. After moving up to that 21 today, but what 21 naira 35 kobo, we're seeing around that same price around 21 naira 20 kobo. Let's keep our finger, but you can see that the stock has come to almost coming to back to the oversold region, and that was what you sign. And we're already seeing momentum building gradually. Once a compound uptrend, the stock have a higher of uptrend to go because it's still above the T line. And you see this momentum turning up again and start going on. That's here that the stock is likely to go back to around 24, 25, or 24, depending between the outcome of inflation and also the decision taken between now end of the quarter and also likely before the Christmas activities. This so for me, if I'm in stock like a GT going to panic or any pullback will be of advantage for you to buy more for your portfolio. Yes, we look at the access curve before we look at the boa food. Because in this class, I've told you what to do, with boa food, boa cement, sorry, when we saw it breaking out a new level. Now, we want to confirm, is it time for you, for those that took the advice yesterday or Friday that took profit, that's a good one at almost 91.70, that's a good one. We want to see that trend, as this slowdown now, is that profit taking have hit, because this is a new level, a new 50 high for the stock. What are you doing? This stock without buying now, or look at the others in that same industry that has potential to pay good dividend and also has upper and a stronger upside potential. Yes, if you look at the access curve now, this on the day chart, access curve is also around there, that 850, 852, 850. The stock is just flat. You can see that it's a flat on the T line, it has not broken down the T line, and we're seeing that momentum is also relatively weak, but I believe that once it start making uptrend and the MACD, sorry, RSI money flow is still above, is still below 50. Once it turn above 50, you can see strength. But let's keep our finger on the stock. But let me look at the stock on an hour chart so I will know exactly what to do with the access call. Before we quickly just rush to see what is happening in that Boa cement. For those in buy and sell signal, you know what I have said about Boa cement this morning. What you should do there, once you log in, you can get decision on that. And also you can see that know, on a 1 hour chart, the momentum is still strong, but I'll tell you, money flow is very weak, below 20, and you can see that this hour now is slightly below what the T line on a 1 hour chart. The last but not the least, let's look at Boa cement. Finally, to round up the class for today. Look forward to meet tomorrow by God's grace. Let's see what the Boa is doing now and what to do with Boa. Yes, you can see that if you look at Boa position now, this 1 hour chart, you can see that in the last 1 hour, at that 71, you can see that I tried to 91, more doing around 90, back to around 87, 84. If you look at it here, just look at the formation here. This the 1 hour chart. You can see the last 1 hour, you can see that the stock has pulled back. And if you look at the momentum indicator, is always showing a sign of weakness, profit taking. That's why money flow is still reading 87. We're seeing the momentum is always, and also it tested the T line this morning on a 1 hour chart, but I've not broken it down. Still above the T line marginally. Let's quickly look at a day chart for the stock before we finally go close the day. Yes, you can see that profit taking has started already. This is the candlestick for yesterday, but you can see today red coming down around the 80. We're seeing 87, 87, 90, 90, 87. You can see the at 90 naira now. You can see 87 and 750. These are the price stock is now, and you can also see a sign here of profit taking, sign of weakness on the momentum and money flow. For me, I think investors that have enjoyed this rally can nothing stop you for taking profit. You can see if you have entered from here around 47, so that's why I think you are in position to take profit right away if you are there in that stock. Yes, I'll say thank you for your time. See you tomorrow. And for those that will take advantage of the 30th December for our own Black Friday and Christmas festivity giveaway, you need to also take advantage of that. For those products, I think it will also guide you and help you to work to up your game in the new year 2023. Because I tell you, investment education is what you need to achieve your investment